But literally, as this goes on, as she's talked about the mass shooting at the school, the shooting of Charlie Clark, we have another white man who shot and killed three black people in Ohio recently, and this did not make it to the national news. I've not seen this anywhere. Literally, this is not being reported, not talked about, because they can get away with it. They can literally easy get away with it. So now, because Charlie Clark is dead, everyone should now stop doing whatever they're doing and mourn the death of someone who was super super racist. No, hell no. But just to move away from that a little bit, let me share the main video I wanted to share of this. And this one I was listening earlier. This argument was just super super crazy.
Is that inherently baked into the idea of white privilege? Is that inherently in our culture as society, somebody that has white skin color in this audience has extra privileges that you as a black individual do not have? Can you list what those are?
Sure. When FDR employed the New Deal to counteract the Great Depression, this came with resources that was allowed it to white people. Banks denied 99% of qualified black applicants while also accepting 99% of white applicants.
But today in 2025.
Okay, today in 2025.
He doesn't even want to know about the history. It's like, hey, the history doesn't matter. I don't care how many people, generations suffered from this and this and this. Let's talk about 2025. Is this still happening? Like, that's how quickly they're rubbing off. And that's how even in another video, you hear him saying, why won't you forget what happened? We're in 2025. We have generations of people who have been able to, forget about this. Why is it that today black Americans or black people don't want to forget about slavery and this and this? It's crazy.
As I alluded to you, they've done studies in psychology where white sounding names receive jobs or callbacks more than black sounding names. They did the two names. It was a white young lady named Anna Scott, and it was a black young lady named Lakeisha Washington. They both put in 80 job applications. Lakeisha Washington received 9 callbacks and received 75 callbacks.
So
out of 80.
That's a good point. I actually, that study is debated, but let's pretend it's true. Do you think it's racism or something else?
I think that answer is multifaceted.
Because it's in, let me make the best. Sorry to interrupt you. If we live under a status of DEI and people are getting jobs that they're not qualified for, wouldn't then an applicant then assume maybe that an applicant might be there?
All black people, everybody's not white, is not qualified. That's the white scam. See, now they're dying. Now, nobody's qualified but them, and they're always the least qualified. That's what's so funny. Because they've been given white privilege, they're always the least qualified. Always.
Merit. It actually creates more racism where it doesn't exist.
So DEI is not about going and grabbing some random person of color and saying you therefore qualify. DEI is about considering other qualified applicants.
Well, let's take airline pilots. United Airlines wants 40% all of their airline pilots to be women or people of color. Why does that matter? Number one, because I want a qualified airline pilot.
Because technically all the jobs that went to white men, whether they were qualified or not, moron. That's why. Because all those jobs always went to white men, whether you were qualified or not. And I've always proven you've always been the worst pilots, not the best. And you still got the job. So what are you talking about? Go ahead, Joe.
Understood.
So you agree. But number two, there's only so many airline pilot jobs. When you say we want 40%, by definition, then you have to discriminate against a certain group to get that group of finance, right?
Not discriminate.
Understood.
Because there's not unlimited amounts of spots for airline pilots or air traffic control or surgeons or whatever position. So when you say that we want to have a quota, that then you have to say we're not going to prioritize a certain group.